ndiye ngapinde. Chamisa ndiye ngapinde. Chamisa ndiye ngapinde. Zimbabwe yati ngapinde. Zimbabwe yati ngapinde. Chamisa ndiye ngapinde. Munhu wese ati ngapinde. Ngapinde, ngapinde. Chamisa ndiye ngapinde. Zimbabwe yati ngapinde. Ngapinde, ngapinde. Chamisa ndiye ngapinde. Zimbabwe yati ngapinde. Chamisa ndiye ngapinde. Chamisa ndiye ngapinde. Koti yati ngapinde. Kwese kwese ngapinde. Kwese kwese ngapinde. Chamisa ndiye ngapinde. Limpopo yati ngapinde. Polokwane yati ngapinde. Limpopo yati ngapinde. Sando kupolokwane branch. Chiripo pa Limpopo ipapa. Yati Master Borusa. Ngapinde ake mukomana. Chamisa ndiye ngapinde. Zimbabwe yati ngapinde. Zimbabwe yati ngapinde. Chamisa ndiye ngapinde. kwese ngapinde Chamisa ndiye ngapinde Limpopo yati ngapinde Polokwane yati ngapinde Limpopo yati ngapinde
You're on mute. Please go ahead, DJ.
Thank you very much. Regai nditi masura sei mamuka sei zvichienderana nekuti muri kupi masikati mangwanani manheru. Tiri kusangana zvakare tiri kuita muchirongwa zvatinoita svondo rega rega musi wesvondo panguva dzimwe chete idzo tiri kusangana muchirongwa change radio news review patinenge tichitarisa zvakasiyana siyana zvanga zvichiitika vhiki rose munhau dzakasiyana siyana pasi rose kunyanya munyika yeZimbabwe. Tichikudzai imi vateereri kuti change chichiitika munyika yeZimbabwe zvakasiyana siyana. Ndinoziva kuti pane zviri kupisa zvakasiyana siyana zvanga zvichiitika munyika yeZimbabwe zvatinoda kuti mimi vadiwa vateereri nevatariri munzweka kuti zvii zvaiitika muvhiki rose radarika. Iko zvino takamirira zvedu kuti vamwe vange vachipinda manzwa kamboka kabva mukubuda manje kanzi ngaapinde hake mukomana. Kamboka karohwa ende katekeshera pasi rose, katekeshera Zimbabwe yose, even kana kumaruwa chaiko ndaona kumwe kumaruwa nengoro nemasign post nemabridge nembudzi nemombe dzakungonyorwa kuti ngaapinde hake mukomana ende mukomana ngaapinde hashtag NHM hakusi kudana anonzwa kwakasiyana siyana. Rekati kuti tinokuchingamidzai vose vakatiteerera panapa. Tiri live pachange radio Zimbabwe, tiri live zvakare paZimI nemamwe mamedia platform akasiyana siyana. Tichikupai news review zvanga zvakabuda munhau dzakasiyana siyana. Ini ndinonzi DJ Prof, DJ wemazuva ese wamunoziva. Ndakamirira vamwe vangu kuti vange vachipinda paradio. Ndinofunga panapa ndina leader Estella moda kusangana nevateereri nevatariri pachange radio.
Yes, thank you so much, DJ Prof. Greetings and warm welcome to you all Change Radio listeners joining us from all parts of the globe. It's a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're joining us from. Welcome to our Change Radio platforms and to ZimI and to our program, Change Radio News Review. Today, as usual, we have an interesting lineup of topics to discuss, including the new appointments made by President Nelson Chamisa and a few other interesting topics that we are promising you. As DJ Prof pointed out, we are waiting for a few other hosts who are coming in very soon. So please do stay tuned and stay with us. In the meantime, we are flashing your comments here. Thank you so much. Our comment section is active, it's live, it's lit. Murukuzviita. Hanzi napupu gundu ngapinde hake mukomana. Wellington Tapfuma says NHM ngapinde hake mukomana, standing for ngapinde hake mukomana. So does Shubikai Shuns says the same. Then Tinashe Kanda says MNA. DJ Prof, what does MNA stand for? Do you know?
MNA, I think vakutangana kuti mukomana ngaapinde ake. I think that's what it means. Iyo handisati ndaibata, but tinongosanganisa ipapo tichida kuona kuti vari kuda kunyatsa kuti chimukoma kanda. I think vari kuti mukomana ngaapinde, vanga vachida kuti h hake kana kuti vanga vada kuti ake, so dependa nekuti vari kubva vanogara kupi, vangangodaro vari vekumanyika. Saka unozoona kuti matauriro ndo anozosiyana. Shona yedu yakapatsanurwa yakabva ita mashona akawanda. Tineso shona manyika, shona zezuru, shona korekore, shona chitonga, shona inonzi shona chivhitori kumasvingo, shona chikaranga. So zvinosanganisika ipapo, saka I think tiri pamwe chete.
Aiwa, tibatsirei my viewers and listeners. Ndaiona MNA a couple of times. Tinyorereiwo tivataziva tise kuti MNA zvakamirirei. Timbochingamidza vakuru vapinda. Chief tikutambirei.
Tinotenda. Thank you very much. Makadi muri yeZimbabwe yakateerera.
Thank you so much. Ndiri kuona comment from Koma Simon Pound. Hanzi kana MP abuda hadzoke tine mavanga ezanu from 1999. Mukoma Pound, thank you very much for that insightful comment. Asi isusu manje tiri a Democratic Party. Tinoti isusu MP akanganzi nevanhu ngaadzoke, hatina zvatinokwanisa kuita. Akabuda akanzi nevanhu ngaadzoke, vanhu ndo vanodzosa ma-MP. Vanhu ma-MP anovhoterwa nevanhu kwete neparty. So tinoita zvedu zvevanhu kunyanya. But thank you very much for that comment. Mukoma Everson Nyamande, hanzi dzungu ripi manje apa? Garai kwamakakodzera, musauye kana muchiona zungu. Ndofunga pane comment yavari kutevera. Handina kunge ndaiona zvangu, ndofunga pane comment yavari kutevera yangaitaura zvedzungu. Zvisinei vari kuresponda from that comment. Hatina kunge taiona kana kuti tichazoiona zvedu, kana kuti vari kukomendawo from another angle. Zvisinei, serambotaura kuti takamirira vamwe mahost. Tikona Chief vapinda pa radio, so tiri live. Hatine zvakawanda zvatoda kutinge tichikupai nhasi unoyu zvaitika vhiki svondo rese munhau dzedu. Chief, let me just hand over to you kuti maybe mutitangire program yedu kuti tinoenda nedirection ipi. Sezvo tirikuona nguva dzedu dzadyana, vateereri vakateerera vada kunzwa kuti nevatariri vada kunzwa kuti ndezvipi zvaipisa vhiki rose radarika iri.
Thank you very much, leader. Murukutoro abasa, so murukutogona. Let's keep talking about this. Talk about the topics that made the headlines this whole week, and then we can move on to other things. I have an interesting case issue here that I want to discuss. I think people have seen the video, not the video, the picture of the ZANU We want to talk about that and the interesting video that is going to be uploaded just now as we continue to talk about Mr. Muguadi. There's an interview that he did with ZimEye a few minutes ago, and we're going to play you that video. While we're talking about the picture, I know our background staff will be trying to upload that video. You know, what do you make of that picture? These are your leaders. I'm talking to those who belong to ZANU-PF, because I know ZimEye is watched not only by MDC people, there are ZANU-PF people that are here, and I would like to know what they think of their director of information lying on a bed like that with a bedside table like that. What kind of picture does it portray? This is the man who goes on air, castigates the United States of America. I think people will remember his most recent statements where he was saying that they were going to deal with America the Taliban way. This is the same man, This is the same man who has been attacking, who has been at the helm of attacking the opposition. And we have had discussions with him. Myself, I've clashed with him on VOA. He came here on ZimEye. We had a discussion together. He can't discuss anything sensibly with anyone. And he defends ZANU-PF with everything that he has, And the history of this man stretches as far back as his time when he was in America. He was actually deported from America. A lot of people don't know that. But he once lived here. And when he was here, he actually joined the MDC Alliance and tried to get papers, here in America, using some fake documents and the like. And then eventually he was deported, not because of an immigration issue, but because of other issues. But if you see a director of a party like ZANU-PF that claims to be, having millions of dollars at their disposal, not claim, they have them, stolen, ill-gotten money. They have that, but they have their director sleeping in a room like that. If a director of ZANU-PF is sleeping in a bed like that, what about you and me? What about you? If a party like ZANU-PF cannot take care of its own director of information, that's a big position. That's a huge position. And he's there. We're going to play the video when it is uploaded, because ZimEye interviewed this guy, and he was now trying to lie. He was now trying to run away. At first he was trying to say, it's not me, it's a Photoshop. But you can clearly see that it's him. And then later on, he was now saying, oh, that's not my house. It's a university where I am.
Which university is that? Which university is that?
So you can go ahead, DJ, and let me have your thoughts. Please put back that picture, because we need people to see this. Apana kwatiri kuenda neZANU-PF. Akuna kwatiri kuenda neZANU-PF.
Comrades, you know what? It's very funny, and we know that always ZANU-PF always try to cover up for their misdeeds, and they always try to cover up if someone has come up open and do undoable stuff. We can trace it back to the time of their so-called comrade without comradeship, Chamisa opening a bin in Marondera. When they see that the kick it was an on go, they changed and started giving other narrative to that. I would also want to know which university is that. Is it in Zimbabwe? I'm sure if it is in Zimbabwe, it's somewhere in Gumbonjanda there, because I don't know that university he's talking about. The second thing, actually, Chief, to prove that this comrade is really living in abject poverty as a director of communication in the ZANU-PF party, After this picture, they brought another picture for him carrying a muramba, you know, catfish, with some nets in the one of the rivers. I don't know, but it's in Zimbabwe. I don't know if you have that picture. Our IT department can put it there again. But I have the picture that when he's carrying the catfish muramba ane net achitobva kunokukuza hove mukomana iyeyu. Yeah, but it's those things that, you know, if hanzi nebhaibheri zvinonzi kana pazvinodai pamuti munyoro pamuti wakaoma kuzoti pamuti munyoro zvinoita sei. So just think of the people that claims that they've got surplus for the government, and they are making surplus for the people of Zimbabwe, and their director of election is sleeping.
The director of information.
Yes, director of information basically is on that, you know, messless picture like that. You know, as it is a picture yakanaka to the government. They are making surplus and they are taking care of people. If they cannot take care of their own in their own party, what more ininiwo zvangu ndiri kwachivi, what more ininiwo zvangu ndiri kwaMukhosa kumkumbura. That's the guy. That's the guy. You know, it's really pity a young person like this comrade is really playing. You know, he's playing politics, cheap politics, where I'm not sure even those corrupt people that he defends are even giving him anything, because if they were giving something, this comrade was not going to look like this. He defended that guy, the suspended doctor who was the Minister of Health, Moyo. I'm sure that Moyo has enjoyed that 61 million that he took and never get any cent, but this comrade is defending. It's a pity to the people of Zimbabwe who listen to this guy, and I know for sure that this guy is actually politically bankrupt, because most of the time when he gets to interview, what he always gives to people is insult instead of concrete concrete discussion or concrete debates. He always insult people. He at one time we even said an F word to a foreign journalist after he was asked a question that he was just supposed to answer. And then you can see that this guy is actually politically bankrupt. Back to you, Chief.
Yes, absolutely, DJ Prof. These pictures, they speak to the reality that is on the ground in Zimbabwe. We have a handful of unqualified, incompetent, clueless, power grabbing people who they have gathered around them, all the unqualified, incompetent, greedy people who are willing to play along at the expense of the nation, at the expense of the masses, for the little that they can get. And people like this guy are content with the little that they are getting, because they know that they are not qualified for that position which they were given. And they know that under normal circumstances, they wouldn't be able to get such a position in government. So, and they don't even understand, they probably don't even know what that position represents, what their work is supposed to be in that position, and how much they're supposed to get for that work. So it's just, we have a group of power hungry people who are, they've created a clique that protects themselves by threatening and violating anyone who threatens their position, which allows them to loot at will. That's the situation that we have in Zimbabwe, and these pictures are speaking to that.
And you know what? Just to add quickly, I want also to emphasize the people of Zimbabwe that guy, what is holding there, those nets are illegal type of fishing in Zimbabwe. So maybe the next thing that we want to hear is what has the police, as far as they claim that they are law abiding and they make sure that whoever goes against the law of the country must be prosecuted. We want to know what will happen to Mr. Tafaza Muguadi with regards to the net that he was using to catch those fish. That is illegal and it's not allowed in Zimbabwe to use those type of nets for fishing in whatever way, unless otherwise he has got a permit. But I don't think that river is circulated to have a permit or anywhere to have a permit. But you are not allowed to use those type of nets for fishing in Zimbabwe. Actually, someone is saying this is a mosquito net, not a fishing net. He went on to take a mosquito net for fishing, which means my net fisher chayo and is struggling for actually for is struggling kuti atotsvakawo muriwo wavari kuputsira vanhu muharare vari kutengesa mavheji avo mavendors vari kuvaputsira unobata hove dzavo zviri pamutemo wacho vachitengesa vari kunoputsira and then you see Tafadzwa Muguadi going around doing this thing in a country where they claim that it's making things. Thank you, Mr. Henry Mskavan. Actually, that's a very good term. It's a fish poacher. And fish poacher must be face the law of the country. Thank you very much.
Right. We're going to come back. Viewers, don't go away. We're going to play you an interview very soon, as we upload it. I just got it. That's why we had not uploaded it before we came in. But I want you to hear what Tafadzwa Muguadi was saying in that interview, in defense of what is going on in the country, because
yes,
this is what we are always saying, that ZANU-PF can just
can you hear the noise of students from this room? Please tell this guy who are readers.
We can't see. We can't see you. We can only see the wall. We can only see the wall.
Why do you behave like you have never set foot at the university?
I have been there, sir, and it's a very clean place, unless if it has changed. Muguadi.
Yeah.
Unless you are telling me that the university is now dirty.
The University of Zimbabwe Viva. Zimbabwe Viva.
Atikukuonaika
revolutionary struggle viva.
murikugotaura audio hatisi kukuonai. Hamusi kuoneka. So how can you be? Why so secretive? Naiva Muguadi. Why are you so secretive? Because you're going to see my
but
I can hear you. Hamusi kuoneka Muguadi. Come on. I can only see my walls.
Okay, this is the constitution from which you extracted your story. This is an act. In this room, the good thing about this room is that it gives us all the necessary comforts from which to read from and pass. And that is why we are not bothered with that. Otherwise, it's not going to disturb our concentration to go and read.
Saka murikundudza Muguadi kuti ma students enyu mimi ma students epa UZ vari kuvata mu marooms aka.
Right, there you are, viewers. You saw the video. We're gonna play it again before we finish because I know it. Some of you didn't see it and hear it well. But that was the interview between Simbachi Kanza and Mr. Muguadi. He called him and he caught him in that same room, but he was saying he's not in that room. He's at some university. But if you also look at it logically, Muguadi is also saying that ZANU-PF has failed. That's exactly what he's saying, because if we have a university
Definitely.
that is in that kind of order or disorder, then it means we don't have leaders in Zimbabwe. The leaders that are there have completely failed. Because even here, if you go to the University of Namibia, you go to our neighboring countries, South Africa, Zambia, you will not see anything like that. If that is now the state of the University of Zimbabwe, because he refused to say which university is he on, you know, it's either way, whatever he's saying, it just adds up to one true statement that ZANU-PF has failed, and there's nothing good that will come out of ZANU-PF. If the director of information is staying in a room like that, whether he's at some university in Zimbabwe or he is at his home, nothing justifies, you know, such kind of poor facility. And if it's happening, because the big question here is, if it's happening, once maybe it's the ZANU-PF School of Ideology University in Bindura. Yeah, maybe it's their School of Ideology, the Herbert Tepo School of Ideology College in Bindura. Yeah, but that should tell the people, whoever is there, whoever is entering that university and is seeing such dilapidation, that person should be disassociating themselves with ZANU-PF as soon as yesterday, because it just tells you where we are going, because it's gonna be worse than that. This
Definitely.
must go. Hashtag ZANU-PF must go. DJ.
No, definitely. If that is the university infrastructure, Chief, I just confirm that's not at par with the current and actually modern type of university. Where I am sitting now, as I'm sitting speaking to the people, I'm at a university now, and you can see it's totally different from Guadi's house, his room. And you must know I'm at a university of one of the countries here in Southern Africa. So I think that thing has to like you said, that it's actually showing that Muguadi is saying, look, this is the government that I'm representing as the director of communication.
You're now on mute, DJ Prof.
Am I on mute? No, I'm not.
Melody Kosha, and the guy need deliverance and be baptized in MDC Alliance waters. yeah. May you please unmute yourself, DJ Prof?
I'm not. I'm not on mute. Can you hear me?
Yeah. The good DJ is speaking on mute.
No.
There you go. There you go.
Okay. Am I okay now?
Yes, you go. You're good.
So I was just confirming that what you just said, Chief, that Muguadi is just confirming that the government has failed the nation, and if you take the nation to the actually they were saying University of Zimbabwe, that which means that's number one university in Zimbabwe, which has got that type of furniture that is dilapidated. Actually is confirming that the country has failed. Like I was saying, that where I am sitting as I'm speaking to the viewers and listeners now, I'm sitting in one of the Southern African countries' universities. I'm speaking to you, and I'm sure this room is better than Muguadi, the one that we saw Muguadi in. At one time, if it was, but I'm not going to show the whole room, but just from where I am sitting now, this is one of the rooms at the university. So yes, I think, Chief, we have, I think for now, let's leave this for the listeners to digest and also think with regards to this story of Muguadi. I think we need to move forward.
Yes.
Let's speak on the MDC Alliance, led by none other than Advocate Nelson Chamisa. Recent appointments of the new people into the national executive. I think you can just kick to that, Chief. Then we can chip in as other leaders. I think the other hosts are coming in. Thank you.
Yes, Yeah, and just to cap on my parting words on Tafazwa Muguadi's video, which we are going to play for you, by the way, people, before we finish this news review, because you need to see what ZANU-PF is really for. And I know there are people that are being given money by ZANU-PF.
Chief, I think you are breaking. I don't know if it's my network or it's your side.
Yes, Chief is
Uh,
breaking.
Okay, so I think Chief was speaking more on the issue of just to confirm that we are going to play again the video of Tafaza Muguadi before we leave the studios, before we leave this Change Radio. He was just confirming that. And again, I just said a comment earlier on that Hanzi Shonivana Muguadi vanowanda neregalia ukaona wakapfeka regalia inenge ina Mnangagwa, then
vana Mugwadi vanovanda nekupfekedzwa.
yeah, tiri kutaura zvakafanana na Chief.
This is bad.
Yes. So thank you very much. So Kati, like I said, Chief, you can go ahead if you are back with regards to the recent appointment that was made by the MDC Alliance President, Advocate Nelson Chamisa. Okay, so viewers and listeners, the MDC Alliance Advocate Nelson Chamisa has just appointed some few national executive members into his standing committee, and as it stands, we have some few names, but I think what we just need to make you to inform you about is that zvezanu-PF zvekusara vachiti president Nelson Chamisa haana plan. I think he has shown that the plan he's planning for the 2023 election is also planning for the leadership of the MDC Alliance leadership as a whole. The bone of condition, if I can say that, I think zviri kunyanya kutaurwa nevanhu muma-streets and nevari kubvunza mubvunzo, kunyanya vanhu varuda clarity on why President Nelson Chamisa has appointed the second vice chairperson who is going to assist Honorable Job Wiwasikala. So I think one of the points is, yeah. So one of the points that it has been mentioned already, I think Chief has said it earlier on, that in other programs, I think on radio, is that, you know, we all know that our chairperson, Honorable Tabita Kumalo, has not been feeling well for some times now, and we know that the chairpersonship or the chairship in the party is the backbone of the party. Actually, is the captain of the ship. So we wanted that. I think one of the reasons was that vaida kuti basa rirorukire Vasikala, because Vasikala, beside being the vice chairperson of the party, is also a lawyer. Vane basa rakati one day, and that office require more of the attention. So vakapoenda comrade honorable senator Maurice Zvizai kuti vakwanise kunge vachibetserana na honorable Wiwasikala. In addition to that, we are very happy, actually, from the Youth Assembly side. We are very happy that one of our own, the only eloquent one, Comrade Ostalos Gift Siziva has been promoted from the Secretary General position of the Youth Assembly to the deputy spokesperson of the party. We know that actually we congratulate him as young people, as the Youth Assembly. So we are happy as young people that our own Ostalos Gift Siziva has been appointed to that position. Chief, I think before you fall down again, I think you need to comment one or two on that.
Yes, you've already said most of the things. Yeah, I just want to bring awareness to the people here listening to what this guy who at one time purported to be an MDC person, Gamba, what he has been writing and what he has been doing. And I think now he has really confirmed that he is not for the people. He is a ZANU-PF sympathizer. Not only a sympathizer, but I think something happened when he went to Zimbabwe, because after he went to Zimbabwe, he came back and he came back a changed person. There were times when you listen to Gamba and you'll be, showing that he is still at least a little bit for the people. But ever since he came back from Harare, he has been attacking the MDC Alliance. He has been attacking the MDC president, Advocate Nelson Chamisa. I think you saw some of the lies that he has been writing. That there are 2 million Zimbabweans in South Africa. DJ, you are in South Africa. DJ Prof, you are in South Africa. This guy is writing that there are 2 million Zimbabweans that have applied to join ZANU-PF, but he never proffered any form of evidence. He just speaks, and people need to know, as we go towards 2023. This is what I was saying before I fell off, that there are people who are receiving money from ZANU-PF, and we, the people, need to make those people know that we are not fools. The likes of Anamai Titi, the likes of some of these celebrities that are being used by ZANU-PF, and this fake American pastor, Pastor Java. I don't know even if we should even call him a pastor. These people are being used by ZANU-PF, and they're being used against the people. And if you don't get angry when you see people like that, and if you continue to follow people like that, you continue to listen to people like that, because in me personally, anyone who does anything against the people of Zimbabwe is an enemy. And he's an enemy of progress, he's an enemy of democracy, because we are fighting ZANU-PF that has caused so much harm and suffering in our country. And then we get people who are given money to disturb the democratic process. And you continue to dine with those people. You continue to follow those people. You continue to watch those people. I'm not telling you to unfollow anyone. I'm not telling you to boycott anyone. But I'm just saying, use your own logical decision to decide what you do with people like Gamba, who lie. There are no 2 million Zimbabweans in South Africa who have applied for ZANU-PF. Can he bring the proof? Can he bring the evidence? That's a lie. And then he goes on to make another headline. Chamisa makes appointments too little, too late. Too late for who? Too little for who? And for what? We are MDC Alliance. We are a party that has its own processes, that has its own leadership. We sit down, we make decisions as and when it is ideal for us. We are not told by the likes of Gamba. We are not told by ZANU-PF when we should have our National Council or when the National Executive Committee should sit down and deliberate over vacant positions. We have deliberated. There were other issues that the party was dealing with, urgent issues, priority issues that have to do with the people of Zimbabwe, that have to do with ensuring that there's democracy in Zimbabwe. And now, when the time became available, the National Executive Committee met, the Standing Committee met,
and they made their appointments. And then another foolish Zimbabwean in South Africa goes on air and says Chamisa has made the appointments too little, too late. Too late for who? Too late for what? That team has come in at the right time. We know our strategic time. We know we have our timelines in which we do things. And this is just the right time, you know. So the president has made his appointments, astute appointments, strategic appointments, appointments that are beefing up his team. If you look at Honorable Molokele, I'll be talking to Honorable Molokele very soon, but we might not do the interview today because he's driving right now. He's going to his constituency. That man is always in his constituency, and he hasn't arrived. When I spoke to him before I went on air right now, he was still driving. He's trying to make it to his office. You know, we could do it in the car, but you know, it doesn't give a good picture of what we are trying to say to the people. But I will go back to my issue again, that the president has made very good appointments, and I'm telling you people, you are going to see a lot of changes in the MDC Treasury Department. He's going to visit the diaspora. He's going to visit all the provinces. He's a forward-thinking person, a progressive leader who has done a lot in terms of raising funds for the welfare of our comrades in jail, Makomborero, the Glenview 3, and now you know what he's doing for our late leader, Lenmo Jongwe. He has done a lot, but not only that, this is a man who commercialized Highlanders, who at one time made Highlanders the richest club in Zimbabwe because of his commercialization program. So as you go, we are going to see the MDC becoming a commercial hub. You know, the rebranding is going to come, and you're going to be accessing the party regalia from everywhere. And I'm speaking this confidently, because I know who Honorable Molokele is. I've had serious discussions with him with regards to that. So if you are not celebrating that and you are Zimbabwean and you go out and criticize, such critical appointments, then I don't know if you are with the people. And you look at the appointment of Ostalos, that's very strategic. That young man, can speak both fluently Ndebele and Shona, very fluent in English, and he's just showing, the president is just showing that he values the youth. He values the youth. He's not saying the youth are the future, because their future is now. Their future is now. So I'm very disturbed with the Gamba report, and please, ignore that. It's hogwash. It's nonsense. First of all, there are no 2 million Zimbabweans in South Africa that are joining ZANU-PF. It's not happening. I can tell you that. If he has the evidence, he must bring that evidence. And then secondly and lastly, the president made his appointments at the right time, at the strategic time, according to our timelines as a party. Who the hell is Gamba going to tell us that the appointments were done too late? And chief, ndine vafana vangu vari mu-USA kuIndianapolis vari kuda kuziva kuti musangano vanoubata kupi, plus vanoda kuisawo kamari kubatsira. Wow, this is what we want to hear. This is what we want to hear. I'm gonna please, Leo, if you can put my number there, those people can get in touch with me. I don't have our link right now. I would have posted our website link. We have a website, North America website. They can also go to that website, North America website. They will see the link there, but they can also get my number, get in touch with me, and I will move them in the right direction to our organizing department, and there will be members tomorrow morning. North America province is one of those provinces that has its own website. Tine website here, it is user friendly. You just click on it and you are a member. And if you also want to donate, you can easily donate on that website. When DJ takes over, I'm going to look for that link, and I'll be posting it right now. DJ Prof, you can take off.
Yes. Thank you very much, Chief. I think just to add in what you were saying, actually in respect to Gambakwe, definitely I'm one of the people that used to listen to Gambakwe, but I think I'm one of the people that have already unsubscribed to Gambakwe nonsense. There are not 2 million people in South Africa that Gambakwe is claiming that have joined ZANU-PF. And I'm sure, and I'm 100% sure by right now, if there were 2 million people that have registered to requested to join ZANU-PF, by now ZANU-PF would have already agreed kuwane diaspora vote, because one of that South Africa people are closer. They can have some votes from here. We MDC Alliance have got structures in South Africa. Like the previous 3 weeks, I have been traveling in different provinces. I think I went into 6 of the South African 10 provinces for the past 3 weeks, a month basically. There is no not even a structure of ZANU-PF that is the only purported, the one that I saw as sort of like there's a structure, small structure. I think it was in Gauteng, but down there in Pretoria, where I heard that there are people of ZANU-PF who are trying to gather momentum here and there. South Africa province is well known, and it's known by even its South African people who are in South Africa that they no longer support the deeds and the way that ZANU-PF is operating in Zimbabwe. You can hear from any person who you can interview from South Africa. Go even to the ANC that used to sympathize with the late Robert Mugabe. They are now sure of that Mnangagwa is not the darling of the people. They are now sure that Mnangagwa is abusing his own people. Mnangagwa is not a listening president as he claimed when he came in, when he did a coup in 2017. So the claim for Gambakwe to say that there are 2 million people, we would also, maybe even with some people who are in South Africa would want to know, where did he get that stats? Where are they registering? Where are they actually where are they? Which province are they in? So that we know. It's not a matter of that we want to know, we want to do something. So we just want to know that actually ZANU-PF has got supporters around here. Gambakwe is now actually a ZANU-PF mouthpiece. Actually is taking over from that scarf guy who once removed the scarf by Tinashe Jonas. Actually, Tinashe Jonas has also joined ZANU-PF. So we are not surprised with the report for Gambakwe, because Gambakwe, if you look at all these people that he has used to be his guest in on his platform, they actually refused. One of the most prominent guests who used to go to the Gambakwe media is Kalipali Pungen. Kalipali Pungen told Gambakwe that don't ever call me in this Gambakwe nonsense, because now you are becoming a mouthpiece of ZANU-PF. Because the question that you are asking me, you are getting them from ZANU-PF headquarters, so that you can hear what I want to say, so that you can spin. Because he has been spinning all the information that has been given by Kalipani Pugen. Actually, the South African provincial chairperson for MDC Alliance, Comrade Trustin Love, he has told him also the same thing, that never ever call me to your media, because you are spinning everything that we are telling you. And I don't know if he is a media personality, because he claimed that he get information from people, he go and spin them, he comes back and also starting apologizing to people. Why are you doing that in the first place? Does that show your professionalism in the first place? No. Does that shows that, why do you do that? Do you want to get popularity by lying? And that's actually the DNA of ZANU-PF, that they want to get popularity by lying to the people of Zimbabwe, which we are not subscribed to. If there are 2 million people in Zimbabwe that ZANU-PF is claiming to have in South Africa that are people that are applying to be ZANU-PF members, I am sure, and I'm 100% sure, I will repeat this, by now ZANU-PF was today or any day that those 2 million applied, ZANU-PF was going to say, we have agreed for diaspora votes, but no other countries except South Africa. And we are sure of that because they are looking for votes, and they are looking for their in dream 5 million supporters that they are dreaming to have in 2023. So there's nothing, and absolutely nothing like that. Chief, I think we also have exhausted this issue of Gambakwe, and it's up to the people of Zimbabwe want to listen to Gambakwe, but I've said, like I said myself, I've already unsubscribed. I had subscribed Gambakwe, but I've unsubscribed him because of the cheap politics that is being taught by ZANU-PF. Why? It's not about his reporting, but actually I've seen that in recent, if you check for the past 4 months, actually 5 months going up, he has been attacking the people's president with, like, from nowhere. He bring his topic and he start people discussing his stories with other people. And I like one of his guests he chose was his I forget his name, but it's Dr. Sorenso. He came there and tell him the truth. They say, why is it that all your topics now are targeting on Chamisa? Do you not have anything that you can report as a journalist? And that doctor is no longer coming to his as his guest. Anyway, let's move forward. I think we have got two critical topics that we need to discuss about, viewers and listeners. One of the thing is that we want to speak about the Change Radio Get Together function, a success. Pane function yatakaita se-Change Radio. Remember kuti Change Radio iri kukura, and we brought Change Radio for being an alternate news. Change Radio iri kukura, so we had a successful Change Radio Get Together. Mrukona Postero, it was in Harare. So the team of Harare, we have got DJs, we have got news readers, we have got journalists, people with passion. And what I want to say again to viewers and listeners is that the Change Radio has got people who are passionate about their work, and they're volunteering to do basa irori. So taka host a Change Radio Get Together yakaitika ku Harare. Blawayo yakaita yayo takanga tine ma guests ku Change Radio ikoko vaitaura vari ku Harare. One of the guests was our own vice president, Honorable Karenyi Kore, vakanga varipo ku function iyoyo. So we are still building, and we are looking forward to be a big one of the biggest radio, not only in Zimbabwe but in Africa. Munoziva kuti ZANU-PF has monopolized the broadcasting in Zimbabwe. Tanguva neRadio 1 yakapatsanurwa ikaitwa maRadio 4 muZimbabwe, ZBC TV tingori ne1. So we are trying to bring the alternative. Hence we are here as Change Radio Zimbabwe. Ndizvo zvatinazvo panapa. Leader Estella, pane zvamunoda kutaura here about the faction yakaitika ku Harare, or chief ndiri kuona kunge vadonha panapa. Leader Estella, do you have anything to say about what happens in the Change Radio in Zimbabwe?
Yes, absolutely. It was a successful event, graced by, as you pointed out, the VP, Karenyi Kore, and the newly appointed Secretary for Diaspora. Is that right?
Yes.
Honorable Satwayo was there as well. And I was very happy that our leaders, our hardworking leaders who are in Harare, they got a chance to get together, do some team building, and getting to know each other and bonding, and to sort of reward them for all the hard work that they've been doing behind the scenes to bring Change Radio to where it is today. And some of the issues that VP Kareni Kore emphasized in her speech was Change Radio is the mouthpiece of the people, by the people. And unlike the ZANU PF Dead BC, she encouraged Change Radio to focus on telling the truth and not to deviate from that path, because we all know that truth is the one thing that is going to set our country free. I was really, moved by VP Karenyi Kore's speech, and it was great for to see, like, I had never seen some of our leaders who were working for Change Radio from behind the scenes, and it was great to see them, and they clearly had a great time. And it was almost like the official launch of Change Radio. And from that, it was like Change Radio has been launched, and I can see that where we are going, we are shooting high. And so I encourage our viewers and listeners to stay tuned, keep an eye open for Change Radio and our sister channel Zim I. Thank you so much to Zim I for all the support that you have been giving to Change Radio, cooperating and collaborating with us. And together we are going to get there. We have one goal in common, which is to see our nation freed and our people developed. So this is where we are going, and we are getting there together. So we will share some videos and images with the viewers and listeners in a later program to come.
Yes. So thank you very much. Listeners, we have got a challenge yatiri kuita inonzi yonga apinde mukomana challenge. Please chaunongokwanisa kuita kana uchida kupinda muchallenge iyo iro posta rirapo, the winner anenge achiwina every week, every Saturday anenge achiannouncewa a winner anenge achiwina a $50 a $50. Yo, I wish I could dance. But then makaita competition yekutaura chete apa ndaiwina chete apa. But I wish I could dance. $50, you packet it every Sunday. Chero karamba uchiripita uchitamba zvokudarika vamwe. Just go and dance a song ngapinde hake mukomana. Wotumira a video to the number iripa poster apo iyo. You can send a video to that +44 7930 19920 or to +26371 630 7316. Ka video, short clip video, ingava 30 seconds, wokatumira uchitamba kambo kanonzi ngapinde zvake mukomana. Ngapinde hake mukomana, wotumira. In any way, munokwanisa kutamba segrupu, munokwanisa kutamba sefamily, unokwanisa kutamba as an individual, unokwanisa kutamba nemhuka, unokwanisa kutamba nehuku dzako, as long as wasenda ka video ikako kakangojajwa kakaita number 1, your $50 on Saturday. Every Saturday we are doing that. It's a promo for Change Radio Zimbabwe. Ndaona mukoma hanzi mukoma handizoti mukoma people oroka mukoma pipe dok vati hainda totanga kutotamba. Muchiri kopedza kutamba dok, tumirai video yenyu tibve tatokuudzai kuti pa Saturday munokwanisa kunge murimi makatowina. We are waiting for those videos, and can you dance for that? $50 will be pocketed every Saturday. Moving on with our program, tina honorable Sagandira. Honorable Sagandira is one of our aspiring candidates actually for Makon Central in Manicaland. Takaona zvakawanda zvavari kuita honorable Sagandira vari kuita activities akawanda. Remember hashtag ngaapinde zvake mukomana yatekeshera kumamusha, and we know Makon itself, Makon Central, Makon South, Makon East, Makon West ndo kwakabata musangano we-MDC kunyanya kuManicaland ikokoko. Tisingakangani zvedu kunana Chipinge vanosimudzira zvakare ikoko, but Makon Central tina honorable aspiring candidate honorable Sagandira vari kuti vakomana muri kuona zvandiri kuita, ndiri kukumbirawo zvakare kuti kana paine vane chishuwo chekuti apinde mukomana in 2023 tichiwana mavhotsi, muchida kuti tiwane vanhu vanovhota vakawanda muMakoni Central, mukoma Sagandira ari kutsvaka support. Takaona vachiita zvesoka, zvenetball, zvekuunganidza mayouth vane matalents, vanoridza magitare, vachiita zvakasiyana siyana ikoko. Vari kuda support because vanhu vari ikoko zvakare munongoziva kuMakoni Central kwakaita kumusha, saka vari kuda support yekuti vange vachitiwo kana vakange vasvikawo vakaita katournament kavo kebhora, vakawana kana maball games, masoccer balls, kana vakawana tumauniform ekuti vanohwinisa vanhu, kana zvimatrophy kungocontributawo paunokwanisa. Ndaona vamwe vanhu vanga vachitaura zvokuti ndoda kusapota MDC, ndomwe mukana wokusapota mukabata Change Radio, kunyanya panhamba dzandambotaura dziya dziri paposta iro rekutamba iro, mukatumira ipapo. Manzwa futi zvakare chief vachitaura nenyaya yewebsite, mukabata website yeUK inokudetserai, kana kubata zvakare ini vari muSouth Africa province munokwanisa kundibata zvakare panhamba dzangu. Ndokwanisa kukumbira kuti IT department munokwanisa kuita nhamba dzangu apo, vanotibata vanenge vachida kubetsera. Tinoita abridge kuti zvisvike kwazvinofanirwa kunge zvichisvika. Mukoma Sagandira vari kukumbira rubetsero chero rwamada kuita, even chero mukada kuti no inini handina hangu monetary support, but ndinokwanisa kunoimba nebhendi rangu, vanhu vachitamba bhora vachiona vachinzwa mimhanzi, hapana kuipa. Mukati ndinokwanisa kutumira mvura kuti vanhu vatamba bhora vaneta vonomwa mvura, vanotumirwa maorange, zvakangonaka zvose, but rubatsiro ndo rwatiri kutsvaka rwamukoma Sagandira. Leader Estella, ameno kuti mune comment here muda right. Munokwanisa zvenyu kuisa video iyoyo kuti vanhu vaone zvimwe zviri kuitwa namukoma Sagandira. Play it again. Right. So those are the things that Mukoma Sagandira is also doing. You see the number of people that is actually amalgamating there kuti vauye ipapa paitoitwa zvenhabvu chaizvo zvokutoti tikakuradzai vhidhiyo racho rine almost 2 hours. Pairo nhabvu, pairo netball, havasi zvese mitambo inotambwa kumusha yairohwa ipapo, and vari kuda kutopinda muzvikoro kunobetsera vana vari kuita zvematraditional dance and stuff zvakasiyana siyana, kudevelopa even mayouth, kutsvaka maproject ekuti Makoni Central as a constituency isimukire. Zviri kuitwa ikoko kuManicaland. Zvakare in addition to that, maybe kungobatanidza nezvokuti kana even kwaunenge wafunga kuti unoda kubetsera, tine program ichauya manje iyo inonzi izvoni bata constituency, kuti unotora constituency yako woti inini ndoda kubetsera constituency nezvakati nezvakati, kana ndoda kubetsera district nezvakati nezvakati, kana mayouth ikoko nezvakati nezvakati, kuitira kuti mukomana apinde. Iyo ndo namba yangu iyo. Kana vari muSouth Africa munokwanisa kundibata kana mai muine zvamunoda kucontributa to the party, and also kunyanya kucontributa kuna mukoma Sagandira vauya pachena vari kukumbira rubetsero kuti vabetserei. Ndinoziva kuti kune zvimasoka boot muno muSouth Africa, mukaenda pazvinowaridzwa paya zvakachipa unokwanisa kuwana zvema 20, 30, 40 rand. Mukatsvaka zvimapeya kana 10 movatumira, vanokwanisa kuti vakomana vabetsereke mumaraini, shoko richifamba rekuti mukomana ngaapinde. Okay, lastly but not least, tine nyaya yeCovid-19 Actually, it has to do with Mukoma Hopiwo Chingono. I think most of the people knows him. Kuti Mukoma Hopiwo Chingono wakaita a visit to China basically. China, remember kuti China ndo kubva vaccination iri kuuya muZimbabwe. Asi zvakazoitika ndezvekuti Mukoma Hopiwo vachishanyira kunyika yeChina vakabva kuZimbabwe vatobaiwa covid yavo zvakanaka majebhu avo ese ari maviri. Vakati no inini ndakutravelera because China nedzimwe nyika vanoti kana munhu uchinge wabaiwa majebhu ako ese ari maviri kana ukabaiwa Johnson & Johnson unenge wabaiwa jebhu riri 1 unokwanisa kutravela in those countries. But the unfortunate part ndeyekuti Mukoma Hopiwo vachisvika kuChina vakanzi izvoni we don't recognize the vaccination iri kutumirwa kuZimbabwe with the same country iri kuvataurira izvozvo is the same country iri kutumira vaccination kunyika yeZimbabwe. So what it entails is that actually zviri kutongoreva kuti as Zimbabweans, one, we are not safe from the vaccination iri kupiwa ne-government of Zimbabwe, and not in a sense yekuti because hazvina confirmiwa kuti hai protect, but in a confirmation yekuti izvoni hatikwanisi kushandira kune dzimwe nyika because that vaccination, the country iri kutoti provide that vaccination kana kuti iri kudonata that vaccination is China. It's not recognizing it. So actually, I'm being corrected here. He did not visit China. He visited France, not China. But he visited France. So they are saying they are not recognizing the vaccination iri kubva kuChina ichienda kuZimbabwe. So zvakungotaridza kuti majority of the people vari muZimbabwe who wants to travel vakaitwa vaccinated with that jab from China vakwanisi kuvhizitira especially the European countries nekuti they are not recognizing that jab. So Mukoma Hopiwo Chingono vakapindana nacho chekuti vakazosvika vakunzi no haukwanisi kuvhizita this country because we are not recognizing that jab. Ndo imwe yenyaya dzatanga tinadzo nhasi. Leader Estelle, I hope you want to comment with regards to that jab.
I think my manyaso cover a jab, and I think what they do, yeah.
No, thank you very much. I think zvatinokwanisa kuita vadivateerera, I think news review dzedu nhasi ndo zvatanga tinazvo. Ngatisangane zvakare svondo rinouya nenguva dzimwe chetedzo tichikupai zviri kupisa kana kuti zvichange zvichipisa svondo rino iri. Tisingakanganwe kuti izvoni seChange Radio we are promoting people to go and register. We have some information also that there are people who are saying they registered and they actually voted in 2018, but now if they are trying to check their names on the system, the online system, they can't find their names there. So isusu zvatinokurudzira ndezvekuti kana waona zvakadaro enda to the nearest ZEC registration post wovataurira kuti ndo zviri kuitika kwauri and vanokwanisa kucheka vacheka then vokutaurira kuti what is happening, because zvatiri kuona ndezvekuti vakomana nevasikana vekuzeke vanenge vakutanga basa ravo riya rekubvisa mazita muvoters roll. Ndichiri ipapo zvakare ndanga ndichida kutaura nenyaya futi yeZEC. Makanzwa kuti vhiki ino iyi yatangobva kudarika iyi ZEC yakanga yakuita zvakare mashiripiti ayo mano emuroi kunyepedzera kudya nzvinyu yakasungira nyoka muchiuno. Yakanga yakurambidza MDC Alliance kupinda mumaconsultative meeting avari kuita munyika. Zvichinzi izvoni it's not a political party. zvinotoshamisa munhu wese kana even bugwa riri mumwena zvinoshamisa kuti munoti MDC Alliance is not a party. Tikadzokera kuma-election results aitaurwa naiye Chigumba kuti paaiti MDC Alliance aireva chii, unotoshaya kuti zviri kurevei. But what we are happy about is that vakomana vakaenda vakanotaura kuti isusu tiri MDC Alliance tiri party tinopinda mu-consultative meeting because imimi mumagwaro enyu MDC Alliance is a political party and it's there. Hamupindiri nyaya dzemapolitical parties, imimi chenyu kuongorora ma-election nekuziva kuti political party iripo. So vakaenda ikoko, but again the unfortunate part ndeyekuti vamwe vatatu vakasungwa. I think vakabudiswa iko zviri nebill. I was speaking to Councillor Denford Gadziwore earlier on. Vakabudiswa I think without charges I think, but meeting yacho yemuHarare haina kuzokwanisa kuitika because pakanga kune vamwe ma-political parties akaita se Transform Zimbabwe led by Jacob Ngarivume. Vakati hatiite meeting kana muchiisa panze muchitaura kuti izvoni hatikwanisi kuti MDC Alliance ipinde. Akataura kuti this is a consultative meeting inofanirwa kunge ichiitwa nemunhu wese ane political party. 174 political parties ngadzipinde mu-consultative meeting idzodzo. Yeah, I think tataura zvakawanda. So let me just say thank you very much for our listeners and viewers who were listening to us. We are Change Radio Zimbabwe, an alternative broadcasting commission that is brought to you to give you an alternative from the propagandist ZBC in Zimbabwe. Ngatisangane zvakare svondo rinouya. Leader Estelle, I think mungakwanisa kuti turi kuvateereri kungo tibaba ikuvateereri.
Absolutely, DJ Prof. Thank you, viewers and listeners, for tuning in. And please do join us again next week, same time, same place. In the meantime, stay safe, register to vote, encourage 1 or 2 people to go and register to vote, and take care of yourself. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.